Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Average Joe Hockey Report. In this video, we're going to look at the top 5 teams in the NHL entry draft, and we're gonna take a look at what I think is their situation. We're gonna we're gonna first start off with Chicago, and wow, but it's gonna be very short. Just take Connor Bedard and get it over with. I mean, all I have to say is, you've lost your star power in Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews. It's time to pass the torch, and Connor Bedard is ready to take that torch. So just take him. So at number 2, with the Anaheim Ducks, here's the thing. Let's take a look at Anaheim, okay? Okay, come on. Where is Anaheim? Okay, here we go. So here's the thing with Anaheim, okay? What the heck? So I feel, between Trevor Zegras and Mason McTavish. Okay, I just want to type in Ryan Strome. But I feel like between those two, you've got two good young centers. And Strome, while he had a disappointing season at 41 points, he's still 29 years old. Still could still turn things around. So everybody thinks that Adam Fantilli, goes second overall, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But it would not be far fetched if they went for Matvei Michkov instead, because they've got the center depth, and because who knows if how many years away are they from being a contender. So Anaheim could wait. I think Anaheim could wait 3 years until Michkov's ready, and they've got the center depth. Remember New Jersey last year in the draft. They could have taken Shane Wright, but they figured, well, we've got Nico Hischier, we've got Jack Hughes. We don't need Shane Wright, so they went with Simon Nemec instead to solidify their defense and whatnot. Anaheim, I could see them doing the same thing here because they have Trevor Zegras, because they have Mason McTavish, and because there could be a bounce back season from Ryan Strome. I could see them passing up on Adam Fantilli and going for Matvei Michkov. We'll see though. I mean, you could say, well, Fantilli, he's the lock at number 2. Yeah, but no, they just saying it would not. I don't think it'd be far fetched to draft Michkov at number 2. All right, let's take a look at number 3, and that's Columbus Blue Jackets, and John Davidson, the president of hockey operations there, said that Columbus is going to draft the center. Now this is very center oriented, this draft. So yeah, if Anaheim goes and drafts Michkov, I could see I could see Fantilli then being drafted by Columbus. Even then, I mean, at this point, if it goes Bedard and Fantilli, the best player available for Columbus would be, in my opinion, Leo Carlsson. Mind you, apparently, Will Smith has been playing more center than Leo Carlsson has been out in Sweden. However, Leo Carlsson plays with men, so I could see why you'd put him on the wing instead of center. Although I did hear rumors that Leo Carlsson is projected to be a long-term winger, but we'll see. That's just a rumor that I heard through a YouTube video called Habs Digest, I think it's called. But yeah, ideally, I think if you're the Columbus Blue Jackets, you go with Leo Carlsson, cause like yeah, I just think that they need the depth down the middle. So yeah, it would absolutely make sense for them to choose a center. Yeah. I just want to look up one last thing. I mean, yeah, Kent Johnson, is a projected center, but I do feel like, yeah, with the Blue Jackets, um, uh, they're playing him on the wing. They don't feel that he's ready to play center just yet. So yeah, it makes sense for the Blue Jackets to, you know, take a center. And yeah, so yeah, so let's. The next team we're gonna look at is the San Jose Sharks picking fourth overall, and I just once again there's another team that needs a center in my opinion. Um, the prospect pool with San Jose, it doesn't look the most flashiest to begin with. I feel like they're only rebuilding now, and with Logan Couture, let's see. Yeah, Logan Couture is 34 years old, so it would absolutely make sense to draft a center. I do not see I do not see San Jose or Columbus drafting a winger. I think you got to go for a center. And in this case, I think whether it's Will Smith or Leo Carlson, I think it's one of the two that you got to pick. Yeah, there's not really much more to it. And last but not least, at the fifth overall with the fifth overall pick, Montreal Canadiens. And between Nick Suzuki and Kirby Doc, I think your centers are good enough as it is. Also, you've got constant Pierre-Luc Dubois rumors and Pierre-Luc Dubois wanting to play in Montreal. So, would Matvei Michkov make sense in Montreal? Absolutely. Absolutely. Montreal is not going to be relevant anytime soon. The defense is too broken for that for them to be relevant. And the goaltending is pretty broken too. So, waiting the 3 years for Matvei Michkov makes perfect sense. Mind you, you know, mind you, the, Ken Hughes did say they would take the best player available. So whether it is, even if it's Will Smith, that's okay. There's you take the best. They have to take the best player available because they everybody argues that they made the mistake of drafting Kotkaniemi instead of Brady Tkachuk. You know, so you don't necessarily want that history to repeat. You want to take the best player available, and I feel like if Michkov is available there, take him. But the best player available is who I want Montreal to take, at least in my opinion. Speaking of opinion, this is what this video is mostly based on, and may have no implications as to what these teams are going to do come the NHL draft. So remember, if I'm wrong, don't belittle me, educate me, because this is, after all, the Average Joe Hockey Report. Hockey opinions through the perspective of an average Joe. Take care, everyone, and follow my Instagram account, The Average Joe Hockey Report, and my YouTube channel, Marty Tommy, in parentheses, Average Joe Hockey Report.